Martin Foster, just hanging out at the open practices with the Armed Forces Classic. Just finished watching KU, Kansas University, practicing, and now I'm hanging out with Andy Katz. Andy, what's going on, man?
Great to be here in Hawaii. This is obviously one of my favorite events of the year. We've been literally all over the globe.
Yeah.
Bases in Germany, Korea, Japan, Puerto Rico, and ending sort of this cycle here just makes perfect sense.
As everyone knows by now, we have a new president-elect. Over the past over the past 2 terms, you've gotten pretty familiar with President Obama doing the bracketology each year. Do you think you'll have that chance with Donald Trump?
I will just tell you that it was something that was my idea with President Obama, and it worked because he was into college basketball. And I've always said you shouldn't force things.
Right.
So I would anticipate that probably wouldn't do it because it wouldn't feel natural. Just like, we didn't do it with President Bush, but I think if you did a baseball with President Bush, a baseball bracket who used to own the Texas Rangers, that would make sense. So I'm not saying never, but you don't want to force things.
Right.
And it certainly worked with President Obama.
It's November here, and it's sunny outside. How good is that feeling? 'Cause I hear back in Connecticut, it's pretty cold right now.
Actually, it's not been crazy yet. So, but anytime we can get, in this weather, we love it. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, one last question. Any foods that you're excited to try, or anything you have tried locally that you're like, man, that was pretty good?
Well, I can tell you, I used to cover the WAC, New Mexico, Fresno State. So there was a time when I would come to Hawaii probably like 13, 14 times over a 8 or 9 year period. So I just love being back in Honolulu because, it was always my favorite trip when I was covering schools in the WAC, the old WAC.
Yeah. The old WAC. I get one last bonus question, like any preseason picks for national champions? I know it's too early to tell, but.
Well, I picked Duke, although I would say that Kansas, I think, will be right there with Kentucky, and then, maybe Oregon. What
about Luke Kennard? How do you think? What can Duke expect out of him this year?
Well, he's healthy. That's number one. They don't have a lot of healthy bodies right now. I think he'll be maybe kind of a sleeper guy that'll end up being a regular double figure score for them.
Awesome. He's Andy Katz. I'm Martin Foster. Thanks for watching.